Every villain has a crime, but the most dangerous villains have a wound. For centuries, the evil queen has been remembered as the woman who tried to kill Snow White. Jealous, cruel, heartless. That is the story we were told. But what if we misunderstood her completely? What if this was never a story about hatred at all, but about fear? Not fear of death, not fear of losing power. Her deepest fear was something far more terrifying. Irrelevance. The fear of becoming invisible. The fear of no longer being seen. The fear of being forgotten. Long before she became a queen, she was just a little girl. A little girl desperate to be noticed. She lived in a palace filled with beauty, luxury, and perfection. But love inside that palace came with conditions. One day, she ran to her mother, carrying a painting she had made with pride. She waited, hoping for praise, hoping to be seen. But her mother barely looked at it. The child stood there in silence, confused, disappointed, invisible. Another day, she wore a beautiful dress. This time, her mother smiled. Her eyes lit up, and she said, "You look beautiful." That moment changed everything. A lesson quietly settled into the child's heart. Beauty earns attention. Attention earns love. Love brings security. Years passed. The little girl became queen, and she became beautiful. Extraordinarily beautiful. People admired her, praised her, envied her. But admiration can become addictive because praise feels good, especially to someone who once felt invisible. That is why the mirror mattered. The mirror was never just a mirror. It became reassurance, validation, proof. Every day she asked the same question. Mirror, mirror, who is the fairest of them all? But what she was truly asking was something much deeper. Am I still enough? Am I still worthy? Am I still seen? Then Snow White grew older, and everything changed. Snow White possessed something the queen could not control. Youth, freshness, effortless beauty. But Snow White's true threat was not beauty. It was something deeper. She did not try to be admired. People were simply drawn to her, naturally, warmly, effortlessly. And that terrified the queen. Because Snow White represented a truth the queen had spent years trying to outrun. Beauty fades. Youth passes. Time moves forward. No power can stop it. No mirror can change it. No crown can protect you from it. And so the queen made a tragic mistake. She believed Snow White was her enemy. But Snow White had stolen nothing. Not her throne, not her power, not even her worth. The queen was fighting a war that existed only inside her own mind. Her real enemy was never Snow White. It was the lie she believed as a child. The lie that her worth
depended on what others saw. Today, mirrors still exist. Only now, they fit inside our hands. They still whisper the same promises. Be prettier. Be younger. Be noticed. Be admired. And just like the Queen, many of us spend years chasing reflections, hoping they will finally tell us we are enough. But the mirror was never the Queen's enemy. The lie she believed was that her worth could be measured by what others saw. Perhaps that is why her story still survives centuries later. Because beneath the crown, beneath the jealousy, beneath the villain we were taught to hate, was a wounded woman asking the same question many of us still ask. Who am I when nobody is looking?